Welcome to Chasing Fabulous, the show where we embark on a glamorous adventure to uncover the secrets of true fabulousness. Join us as we explore the world of luxury, style, and sophistication, seeking out the people, places, and experiences that define what it means to live a truly fabulous life. Get ready to be captivated as we chase down the essence of fabulousness in every episode of this exhilarating journey. Every corner, every shadow, every light holds a story, a chance to discover something fabulous.
How come every time we start, we're laughing hysterically?
No, because we're happy.
I don't
we're
know.
happy
We're
to
back.
be here again.
We're
Yeah.
back, Linda. We're back one more time.
Yay. What number are we at?
Number 7.
Lucky
seven. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I
Can
love
you
number
believe
7.
it?
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that it's number 7 already.
And how much fun we've been having.
We've been having a lot of fun.
It's been so much fun sharing
I
all
know.
our crazy
Like,
stuff.
It's stressful and it's a lot of pressure, but it's so great. Like
Yes.
every time we come on, like I have to be honest, I was in a surly mood this week. I really was.
I can attest
and
to that.
Linda can attest to that. And I just couldn't quite get out of my own way. And
It was kind of scary, guys, not going to lie.
yeah. People out there know about that. There's
yeah,
some
wow.
people that know about that. And
Yeah,
it's
but you're over it. Now you're fabulous again.
fabulous again.
Right?
Yeah.
You
I
never
just-
lose that
yeah.
fabulousness.
I try not to. I mean, listen, the honest truth is I fight depression, which people that know me don't get that because I'm really not an unhappy person. I'm a very happy person usually. Oh no, it was a ghost.
Yeah, see?
And see, okay, we're not going to talk about that anymore.
No, we're going to be positive.
What happened last week?
What happened last week, Monica? There was a lot of things that happened
Okay,
last week.
number one, that show with Curtis
Oh,
was amazing.
that was
And
just-
number two, we had luau night at Domenico's.
Yes, last week.
And we have some video of it. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
is really, really, really fun.
Yeah, I was waiting
There
for
was
the video.
150 people there, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people there. Yeah.
We made, Linda and I decorated, and we made flower arrangements that were in pineapples with orchids. And it took us 86 seconds to decorate, which
Oh,
is
it was
great. So
great.
we're going to try to keep doing that.
Easy cleanup.
Yeah.
Got to take a pineapple
Yeah,
home.
got to take a pineapple home. It was really really
And
fun,
the
and it came
dance
out.
floor.
Oh my gosh, the dance floor! Curtis got
Oh.
a custom dance floor that they could.
Change the
They could-
graphics on it.
Yes, he
Yes,
could
it was
program it
all
with
lit
whatever
up
you
and he
wanted.
could-
Oh my gosh. Oh my God!
Yeah, it was
If you're gonna get
beautiful.
married or have a party or whatever, that
Yeah,
dance
oh,
floor
it was
is off the
beautiful,
hook.
absolutely
It's-
beautiful.
Curtis's friend Danny has
It
that. I
was
can't remember
great.
the name of the company, but
No, it was great.
yeah. So I made a little video about the luau. So let's see it, Bobby.
This worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. We gon' boogie.
That was so funny.
It was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun. Everybody, there was a lot of new people there too.
Yes, that one table, they had
Yeah.
a great time. That was the
Yeah.
first time there, and they said they had a wonderful time. I'm
Right. So
glad
the
to hear that.
second week, the second Monday of the month,
Yes.
at Domenico's in Levittown, 6 to 9:30.
Yes.
If you're going to come, make a reservation.
Absolutely.
Do not, because you will not like. Last night, I think or Monday night, there was maybe like one table left over that
Oh,
people
yeah.
didn't come to or something like
Yeah.
that. But I mean, there was literally 150 people there.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
it's really fun. And this next month is going to be
Are we doing
Gatsby.
it? Are we doing it?
Gatsby Flapper.
I
It's
wasn't
going to
sure
be
if,
really fun.
we-
I already got my dress picked out.
Of course
on
you do.
Amazon.
What a surprise.
I got it picked out on Amazon.
What a surprise.
I want to get one of those fringe dresses with
Yes.
the 3 tiers and that. Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
I
that's gonna be
know.
really fun.
I know.
So, but it's really fun. It's really fun. I really enjoy it.
I mean-
And if you came to Domenico's on that night, yeah, you can always send in pictures and stuff, and you'll probably be on the show. Because we're going to feature that every time because it's very, very fun. But it's every Monday, but normal Mondays start at 6:30, right? 6:30,
Yes,
9:30.
6:30.
It's usually not that crowded. I mean, it's crowded, but it's usually not 150 people every Monday.
No,
But
no,
the
which
theme
is
nights
fine.
are great.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Great. That was really, really, really fun. And Ernie's birthday was last week too. I didn't have a lot of pictures. I made him it was a rubber ducky birthday, and it was very, very fun.
Your cake was beautiful.
He had a blast doing that.
You didn't have a picture of your cake? That was such a great
I did,
cake.
but then it's a long story. If you want to see the cake, you can email me about it. Okay. So what day is it today?
Oh, I'm sure I'm
Today
gonna
is
find out
April
now.
18th.
Yes. So what do we
It's
got?
It's the Animal Crackers birthday.
Oh, I love animal crackers.
I feel like there should be a song about that, and I'm very sad that I did not bring animal crackers. Like if I would have had animal crackers at my house, we would have animal crackers right now.
Yeah.
But then I thought maybe we would be crunching the animal crackers.
Yeah,
and
we'd probably be sitting
that's
here eating them.
Probably
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
best
that's
idea.
Not a good idea.
It is Get to Know Your Customer Day.
Okay.
International Amateur Radio Day.
Oh.
Congratulations, all ya.
Yeah.
International Day for Monuments and Sites.
Oh, that's a good one too. Ah.
International Jugglers Day.
I don't know how to juggle. You
I don't know how to juggle either. I'm not going to learn either.
Yeah, no.
International Pizza Cake Day. What in the heck
What
is
is
a
a
pizza
pizza
cake?
cake?
I don't know. We're going to have to Google that. I should have Googled that. I apologize. I'm not prepared.
Yeah, you're off your game.
I'm
here.
off my game. National High Five Day.
Yeah, baby.
Yes! High five! National High Five Day.
I like
Happy
that.
National High Five Day. To all of you.
Yes.
National Lineman Appreciation Day. Oh, thank you.
Lineman.
The lineman.
Oh.
I am a lineman for the county. That was uncalled for. National. Oh, no.
What is this?
Jessica, this is not happening. National Transfer Money to Your Daughter's Account Day.
Oh, well, I don't have a daughter, so I don't have to worry about that.
Jessica,
You might have to, Monica.
I don't think this is going to happen. Oh,
said
and my favorite, National Velociraptor Awareness Day.
Velociraptor. Say that 5 times.
Velociraptor Awareness Day. And did I ever tell
Ooh.
you about the time I saw a velociraptor?
No, you did not
Nobody
tell me
believes
about
me,
that.
but I did. I saw a velociraptor. Just saying.
Okay.
Pet Owners Independence Day. Does that mean you can get rid of your pets?
Oh, no.
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 Pinata Day.
Oh, we used to love pinatas.
Poem in Your Pocket Day.
Aw.
Oh, I've never had a poem in my pocket.
Me
I've had
neither.
other things in my pocket, but not a poem.
Not a poem. No.
All right. Okay, we got so much stuff to talk about today. So let's do the intro for fun facts, and oh my gosh, wait till you hear what I got for you today.
Oh, I just love this part.
We love that. We're back.
Yeah, I was going to say you didn't say it.
I know, I was going to say it before, but then I realized I saw it at the... Okay, long story.
All right.
Guess what, Linda?
What, Monica?
Do you know you are more likely to become a millionaire than you are to be attacked by a shark?
Oh, gosh. We're going back to the shark thing. I'm sorry, everybody.
God-
She's obsessed with
I
sharks.
can't.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
The odds of getting attacked by a shark are about 1 in 3.7 million if you're going to the beach. In contrast, the odds of winning $1 million in various lotteries can be as low as about 1 in 292 million.
I don't know how to respond.
All the ways one could
really
become a
don't.
millionaire.
Okay, all right.
Just saying.
Did you pay
Investments, all that. So
Did you
just
play
saying.
the Powerball the other day?
Yes, but we did not win.
Well,
Obviously. 'cause I'm sitting-
obviously. Me too. The guy at the store told me I was going to win.
All right, here's another one, good one. For you New York City train riders, the air you breathe in a train station is 15% human skin.
Oh, that's gross.
If you think leaving a
come
train
on.
station will save you from inhaling skin, just know that about 80% of the floating specks you see in a sunbeam are also skin.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just can't.
And then just one more. Just one more.
One more. Can
Okay.
be something nice.
If you play music to a cheese wheel, the tunes will affect its flavors. It's true. Cheese wheels have the strongest flavor when they've listened to hip hop. In a 2019 study that played classical, rock, electronic, and hip hop to cheese wheels, the hip hop wheel had a stronger flavor and aroma.
Oh, isn't that an interesting?
Like, I have so many questions about that, though. Like, who initiated the study that said, hey, let's do a study to see what if the
Right.
cheese wheel is
Right.
affected by different kinds of music?
Right? Who?
Like last
Like,
week
who
we
comes up with this?
we realized that cows do not like country music.
Right.
Right? Like we realized that. So
Yes.
I've informed you of that.
Right.
So now you're all the dairy farmers are gonna change in the world are gonna change the music to classical music.
Right.
Now the cheesemakers need to be changing your music to hip hop.
Okay.
So that's gonna
See
be
how that goes.
let's see how that goes. That's gonna be very interesting. I like it. I like it.
All right. Okay.
Yes, it was very fun. And then let me see one more. This is a good one for today because we're going to talk about music today. Your heartbeat will sync to the rhythm of the music that you're listening to. A study showed that crescendos led to a temporary increase in blood pressure and heart rate, which went back down during the decrescendo. So your heartbeat will sync to
like
the
that.
rhythm of the music that you're listening to.
I can understand that. I could see
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I can see that too.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
I like it.
Me too.
Let's
That's a
go to
good one.
commercial so we can talk about hair.
Oh God, can't wait to talk about that.
Hi, I'm Arthur Lee, founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeVac, a simple rescue device that can save a child's life in a choking emergency. All these people were saved with LifeVac. People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those is a child. As simple as place, push, pull.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
All right. Is everybody having a good time tonight or what? That's what I thought. All right, so we are live, Paradise Studios, New York. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight. Woo!
We're back! Woohoo! So today we decided, since Linda and I love 80s music,
I love the decade
and
of
we
the
grew
80s.
up in the 70s and 80s, but I had a little bit of a dilemma because I was talking to Ernie about it last night, and I said, I couldn't quite wrap my brain around how I wanted to do this because realistically, the music that we listened to, like I listened to music when I was in high school, right? Which was I graduated in 1981, so it was actually in the 70s, the late 70s is when we listened to the music in high school.
Right.
And then the 80s, like the new wave and that kind of stuff came in after that. Like, so it was a little bit hard to figure it out because like when I was looking up stuff to do the videos for that, it didn't, like I was looking up 80s music and 80s music was not like the hair bands. That was more in the late 70s and
was
early
it?
80s.
I thought it was the
Yeah.
early 80s.
Yeah.
Because
So,
I don't know.
but I do have a
think about
video
when
that I
MTV
did.
came out.
Right.
MTV showcased a lot
Right.
of those rock videos. Def Leppard was on there.
well, wait
Journey.
until you see the overview because that might be on there.
Well, let's
You
hope.
never know.
favorite.
But first, we need to look at Linda's hair.
Oh gosh.
Because Linda
I actually loved my hair.
mistakenly sent me a bunch of pictures of her hair in the
loved
80s.
my 80s
so we need to
hair.
look at the 80s hair. And Mark the stud.
Oh,
Let's
the
see
stud,
that
yeah.
video, Bobby. We're back. Oh, Linda, that hair. I kind of wish you were to wear your hair like
I
that
loved
today.
my
because
hair.
that
Well, I
would've been
couldn't.
really
That was
funny.
a perm. That was the 80s
Oh
perm.
my gosh, I got perms.
I used to get them all the time. So all you had to do was scrunch your hair,
Yes.
and then the top you wouldn't get permed, and then you could tease it up and spray it. That's why we all had that high hair. We have a video. Mark's sisters one Christmas at my mother-in-law's. Each one is walking in has the perm. It's hysterical. It was everybody had perms.
Yes.
That
I
long
got a
curly
perm.
perm.
Yes.
You did too?
Oh yeah, but I didn't have
See?
long hair. See, I wanted to have long hair, but I didn't. So I had like hair, and then I did the. Oh gosh, and you know I couldn't find that picture of Jessica when Jessica was little. She was probably like 4, and I decided I wanted her to have that kind of hair.
Yeah.
So I took her, and my girlfriend cut it, and she cut it into a mullet. Oh, Jessica was so mad. I have to find that picture so I can show it to you because it was terrible. Like it was. My mom was so mad. My mom, because they made it really short on the top and then it was long in the back, and oh gosh, it was.
Yeah,
It really
no,
was
but
like.
see-
when I look at it now, it was bad.
I know. But that hair was easy to take care of.
Yeah.
Because you just had to scrunch it.
Well,
and
then
let
we
it
had
dry.
Aquanet.
Yeah, and all the hairspray we all
Oh,
used.
hairspray,
my
and then
God.
and then you.
Oh
Oh,
my God. But what about Mark's hair?
Oh,
He had
Mark
that
was a studly.
long hair in the back.
Yes.
I made him grow it long. He had beautiful hair. He sees it now and he gets depressed. I'm like, you know what? Don't get depressed. That was
Yes.
then. We were all young.
Do you know
once.
Ernie used to be a punk rocker?
I do know that. I wish you
And
had
you know
a picture of that.
there is no pictures of Ernie
With a
as
mohawk?
punk rock.
He had
There
the
is
mohawk.
no pictures of Ernie in existence in that getup.
Really?
There is
Oh,
not
what a
one. He
shame.
said that there is not one. He said he thinks his mom might have taken a picture one time, but he made her. I don't know what happened.
Oh, that would have been
No, he
classic.
had a mohawk. He wore the dog collar and the
Yeah, he
studs
told us.
and the
Yep,
boots.
yep.
Yeah.
Well, he used to go to all those clubs like CBGB's
Yes.
and in the
Yeah,
city.
all that kind of stuff. So
No, but that was fun, that hair. I wish
It
it would
was
come
really
back.
fun.
I love it. I love it.
So I wanted to do something a little different with the 80s because I grew up in the Midwest, as everybody knows, and you grew up here.
Yes.
So our 80s were completely different experiences.
In what way?
Because we didn't have those UK bands and all of that. We didn't have any of that there.
It didn't
Our
make it
stuff
there?
was
No?
Bob Seger, Brian
Okay,
Adams,
okay.
all of that kind of stuff. We had the hair bands.
You did, yeah.
But ours was heavy duty rock and roll, like
Okay.
Rush, Pink Floyd, all that kind of stuff when I was in school.
Right.
So I did a little bit of an overview video, which I thought was kind of interesting because I wanted to show kind of the differences and where all those music genres came from. So let's watch that overview quick. It's only a couple minutes, and then we'll talk about that.
The music scenes in the Midwest and East Coast of the United States during the late 70s and early 80s had their own unique characteristics, influenced by regional cultures, economic conditions, and musical histories. Here's a general overview of the differences. The East Coast, particularly New York City, is often cited as the birthplace of hip-hop and rap music in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Pioneering artists and groups such as Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Run DMC, and Public Enemy emerged from this area, setting the foundation for the genre.
I was a high
high school loser. Never made it with a lady till the boys told me something my peers. Then my next door neighbor, with the daughter had a favor, and I get together, little kid like this.
The East Coast, again with New York City leading, was a vital hub for the hardcore punk scene, with bands like Bad Brains, Minor Threat from Washington, D.C., and Agnostic Front. This scene was known for its intense performances and DIY ethic. Cities like New York also played host to a vibrant new wave and post-punk scene with artists such as Talking Heads and Blondie, blending punk with electronic music, pop, and disco influences. The Midwest contributed to the popularity of heartland rock, characterized by its straightforward rock and roll sound, lyrical focus on working-class life, and roots in folk, country, and blues. Artists like John Mellencamp, Bob Seger, and Bruce Springsteen. Though Springsteen is from New Jersey, his music had a significant influence on and resonance with the Midwest heartland rock scene, embodied this genre. Chicago and other parts of the Midwest were key centers for the development of industrial music and alternative rock in the 1980s. Bands like Ministry and Nine Inch Nails began experimenting with electronic and industrial sounds, while the alternative rock scene saw the rise of bands such as The Replacements and Husker Du. Chicago was the birthplace of house music in the early to mid-1980s, a genre of electronic dance music characterized by its repetitive beats and bass lines. Pioneers such as Frankie Knuckles and Marshall Jefferson were central to this movement. While these regional distinctions are notable, it's important to recognize the cross-pollination between regions and genres. The music industry of the 1980s was a dynamic and interconnected ecosystem, with artists touring nationally, sharing influences, and sometimes blending genres in innovative ways. Moreover, the advent of MTV and the rise of music videos as a promotional tool helped bridge regional divides, bringing local scenes to a national audience. This overview simplifies a complex decade of music history, but it highlights the rich diversity and regional characteristics of American music in the 1980s.
Yay!
Yeah, so that was kind of good, right? I just wanted to do an overview of kind of where all those genres came from, because honestly, I don't know a lot about all of that. You know more about that than I do. And
well, that's where we went in the 80s to the Malibu nightclub, and they had all that new wave music, the stuff that Ernie likes. That's how Mark and Ernie met.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But like, you and I were into hair bands. I was into that.
Right.
Yeah.
But did they play the hair band stuff at Malibu?
No.
It was
alternative new wave.
Right.
80s music.
Right.
It was.
And see, we did, like, I was into the hair bands, and I was into, like my friends a lot of them were into, more like Pink Floyd and that kind of stuff. I never really that wasn't my thing. I really wasn't into that. I was more into Def Leppard and that kind of stuff.
Def Leppard, Journey,
but the new wave,
Poison.
I'm telling you, we go out to the 80s night or whatever, and I don't know any of the, they're like, how could you not know this song?
You know some of them. But
no, like, at Ernie's birthday, we had all they were singing, him and Dave and everybody were singing the songs. I'm like, I have no idea what that song, I've never heard that song in my life. Like, I used to accuse Ernie of making up songs. I'm like, did you make that up?
Oh, the turning
Birdhouse in Your Soul.
What about Turning Japanese?
Oh yeah, Turning Japanese. I'm like, did you write that song? Because there's no way anybody would have ever written that song.
No, it was written, and it was quite popular.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was funny. We're gonna go to a quick commercial, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna talk about hair bands, and we're gonna talk about new wave.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica. Un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Rossi.
And I'm Arthur Lee, the creator of LifeVac.
We're here today to announce that to date, LifeVac has saved hundreds of lives of people who almost died due to choking.
People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those lives is a child. That's why I created LifeVac.
And as a new mom and from housewife to housewife, I felt compelled to share with you the discovery of this life-saving device.
LifeVac is a simple-to-use airway clearance device. Just place, push, and pull to save a life.
And it costs less than it would take to fill up your car with a tank of gas. Imagine being able to save a life for less than $70.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
That's LIFEVAC.net.
Please don't allow one of your loved ones to become the victim of choking act.
We're back. I wanted to say
Did you get re-scared? Re-scared? Because I bet you were scared. I bet they were all scared. I bet they were all like,
No,
went
they
to
were
the kitchen.
expecting that.
They went to the kitchen to get something, or they're like doing something on their phone. You're probably playing bingo on your phone, and then all of a sudden, we're back. I'm going to do it from now on. So this next segment, we're going to talk about hair bands, because Linda and I love hair
Oh my
bands.
God.
And we're going to talk about new wave, too. But like kind of what we were talking about was that I grew up in the Midwest, and I had the hair bands, Def Leppard, I really wasn't.
Poison? Did you like Poison?
I was more into Def Leppard.
Me too.
I was into REO Speedwagon.
I
was
loved
into the
them.
Cars.
Yes,
I was into Bob
yes,
Seger. I was
yes.
into all of that. And you know, it was funny because when I came here, then Ernie's like, I don't know who any of those people are. I'm like, what? How could you not have heard a song by Bob Seger? But
Yeah.
that's not what the world was here. It's just very interesting to me at the difference in the two cultures.
Well,
It's
he
very
didn't listen
interesting.
to it per se, but it was played
No.
here because MTV, everybody was watching MTV.
Well, I didn't have a TV, so I didn't see any
We
of
were
it.
all watching it.
I was on my own, Linda.
I missed that. I know.
I was on my own.
I know. Well, thank goodness you came here. See, you got,
I know.
you know,
Let's watch the hairband video, and then we'll talk about our hair bands because we love hair bands.
Okay.
Let's talk about our favorite hair bands. Hair bands, also known as glam metal bands, were most popular during the mid-1980s to the early 1990s. This genre combined the hard-hitting sounds of heavy metal with the flashy aesthetics and pop sensibilities of glam rock. The bands were known for their big hair, elaborate clothing, and theatrical performances, which became iconic symbols of the era. The peak of hair band popularity was primarily in the late 1980s. Bands like Mötley Crüe, Poison, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, and Guns N' Roses dominated the music charts with hit singles and albums that sold millions of copies worldwide. Their music videos were in constant rotation on MTV, which played a crucial role in amplifying their reach and influence. Los Angeles and the Sunset Strip. The epicenter of the hairband movement was Los Angeles, California, particularly the Sunset Strip. This area became famous for its music scene, with clubs like the Roxy, Whiskey A Go-Go, and the Troubadour serving as launching pads for numerous bands. The Strip was synonymous with the excesses of rock and roll lifestyle, including the music, fashion, and the party atmosphere that defined the glam metal culture. While Los Angeles was the heartland of hairband culture, the genre's popularity was not confined to the United States. Many bands enjoyed international success, particularly in Europe and Japan, where the appetite for hard rock and heavy metal music was strong. The popularity of hair bands began to wane in the early 1990s with the rise of grunge and alternative rock, which offered a stark contrast in both sound and aesthetics. Bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam became the new face of rock, focusing on more introspective lyrics and a stripped-down style that shifted the music industry's attention away from glam metal. Despite this shift, the legacy of hair bands has endured. Many of these bands still tour and release new music, enjoying a dedicated fan base. The genre has also seen a revival in popularity thanks to nostalgia, movies, and documentaries that celebrate the era. hair bands remain a significant chapter in the history of rock music, celebrated for their exuberant style, memorable anthems, and the larger-than-life personas of their members.
Oh my God!
Red light, green light, yellow light, go!
Yeah, we were singing, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
during
yeah.
that.
We were still singing. Bobby's like, "Let's come back." And I'm like, "Oh, we're still singing." I don't know what you're doing.
Oh my God!
Susie, remember when we went to see Def Leppard in Columbus? We went to see Def Leppard in Columbus.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
And it
I've
was
never
my
seen
gosh,
them.
but it was so bad because we had to leave because I think they got in a fight or something like that, and they had to be taken. I don't know. Something happened. But we're gonna go see them.
Yes, we're going to see them.
Who else is gonna be in there?
Journey.
Def Leppard, Journey.
and the Steve Miller Band.
Steve Miller
Yeah.
Band. When is that?
wait.
June?
I don't
we
know
don't
if
know
it's
when it is.
June or if it's August, but it's you, me, and Mark.
You know what? It's sometime this summer.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good.
Wait to see them.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
always wanted to see them.
Oh, me and my friend Susie with Pour Some Sugar on Me. It's like our
yeah.
theme song. Like I love that song. I clean the house with like Pour Some Sugar on Me. We have those guitars on the wall over there. I'm like, if I could have gotten one off the wall, I would have probably played it. You know, pretended like I was playing air guitar while we were singing that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so
no, that's a big part of the 80s, the big hair
Yeah,
bands.
and I still listen to it, and I love it every time, and I love singing it at karaoke. We're gonna sing this Friday. We're gonna sing "Pour Some Sugar on Me."
Okay.
We're gonna do it. Let's sing. Let's have a Def Leppard night.
We might.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
We might. And
good.
let's not forget, like I said, during that, Bon Jovi was huge, too.
Bon Jovi was huge.
Huge.
I
He had the
am
big
not
hair.
the biggest
He did-
Bon Jovi fan.
But
I'm
you know, there
just
are a
not.
lot of people in our town, in Levittown, that love Bon Jovi.
I know.
Oh my God, when Mark DJs,
Oh
they
my
ask
God,
him
I
for
know.
Bon Jovi
Oh my
stuff.
gosh, I know.
They were huge. I worked
Yeah.
with a girl, she was obsessed with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people our age that are obsessed with that.
Yeah, but they were good bands.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
But you're good
You had
with
to be
new
into that,
wave
though.
too. Like you, when we
Oh,
go
I love
see
new
Cody.
wave.
Cody is Tim Cody is a DJ that is a friend of ours, and he does the '80s subculture
Oh,
nights.
he
and we
is
have a
the
good time.
best new wave alternative music DJ.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's still around. You know, there's a couple places that you can still
he does.
see him.
Yeah, he does
Friday
a lot.
nights.
Yeah,
yep.
he just had his 20th anniversary thing. I didn't
Yes,
even know
I
about that.
missed it.
I didn't even know about it.
I know, we missed it. I'm so mad I missed
Anyway.
that. But yeah, but alternative music was also something that was huge.
But do you
had to
call
like it.
his alternative or is it new wave?
Same thing. It's
Oh,
new wave
okay.
alternative. It's known by both. But
Oh, okay.
you had a lot of bands in there that you would know. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there was Depeche Mode, the Talking Heads,
Well, Duran Duran.
the Smiths, the Cult, the Cure, Duran Duran.
there's a lot I didn't know.
What's the one that does? What the one that had that crazy? Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah, Flock of Seagulls.
Everybody knows that song.
Yeah. And you know, in Brooklyn,
I
there was
ran.
an 80s, there, well, up until like 2 years ago, I guess, well, maybe before COVID it started. Me and Ernie went every year in Brooklyn at Coney Island. At the amphitheater, they had the 80s revival
Yes,
thing. And
yes.
oh my gosh, there was like 8 of those bands were there. And then my friend Allison just went on the 80s cruise out of Florida, and it was packed. It was so many people.
Yeah,
in
there's
that
still a lot of people that
cruise.
like that music.
And
That's why
that cruise
Cody
got
does so
sold out
good.
in one day. Like, because
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, but I'm like, it's a little bit expensive. But I probably would have went, but it's sold out already. So I did a little video about New Wave. So let's watch that
let's
video.
watch that. Yeah.
New wave music reached its peak of popularity in the late 1970s through the mid-1980s. Characterized by its eclectic mix of punk rock's rebelliousness and the electronic sophistication of synth pop, new wave was a genre that embraced a diversity of sounds, styles, and artistic expressions. It stood out for its embrace of electronic instrumentation, a quirky fashion sense, and a departure from the heavier and more serious rock music of the previous era. The new wave movement initially took root in the UK, following the punk rock explosion of the mid-1970s. Bands like The Police, Duran Duran, and The Cure became emblematic of the genre, combining punk's energy with more accessible melodies, sophisticated production, and an experimental approach to music. The UK scene was diverse, with bands exploring various sounds and styles, from the synth pop of Depeche Mode to the ska-influenced beats of Madness and The Specials. Across the Atlantic, the United States also became a stronghold for new wave, particularly in cities like New York and Los Angeles. In New York, the scene was centered around clubs like CBGB and the Mud Club, which hosted bands like Talking Heads and Blondie, blending art rock with punk and pop influences. Los Angeles, meanwhile, saw the rise of bands like the Go-Go's and the Motels, which brought a sunnier, more pop-oriented sound to the genre. The network of college radio stations and the advent of MTV, which heavily featured new wave artists in its early years, played significant roles in popularizing the genre in the U.S. The new wave's peak years spanned from the late 1970s, when it emerged as a distinct genre from punk, to the mid-1980s, when it had evolved and broadened to include a wide range of artists and subgenres, including post-punk, synth pop, and new romantic. The genre's popularity was marked by a significant presence in the mainstream music charts, extensive radio play, and a substantial influence on the fashion and culture of the time. Although the dominance of new wave in the mainstream waned towards the late 1980s, its influence persisted, laying the groundwork for alternative rock and indie music that followed. Many new wave bands continued to be influential both in terms of their music and their impact on music video culture, fashion, and the broader pop culture landscape. Today, new wave is celebrated for its innovation, its role in shaping the direction of popular music, and its contribution to the diversity of the musical canon of the 20th century.
That's a cool video,
That's
right?
a cool video.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
that was a cool
yeah,
video.
that was good.
So I just wanted to talk about, like, do a couple of videos so that you kind of understood where that was. But you were talking about, while we were at break, you were talking about the Limelight. So what was that now? Because Hungry Like a Wolf, I love that. I love that.
There was
song.
originally a church in the city.
What was?
Limelight, and they made it
Was
into
a,
like
what,
a
a
club.
club? Oh.
Yeah, and I went there once, and they were there, Duran Duran, and Kathy and I were like obsessed to try and meet Simon Le Bon, but we couldn't get to him. But what a place, because you could see that it was originally a church.
Oh my
What
gosh.
a place. And then I went to the China Club once, I think. That was also that kind of music too. They ended up having a lot of that there. But Ernie knows the most about it because he went to CBGB's. I never went there. But
he
Long
go?
Island was the big dance club that most of us went to in the 80s, was the Malibu Dance Club on
Right.
Lido Boulevard.
Right.
And that was, I mean, everybody
But that was
was
all
there.
new wave, you said.
It was all new wave. Well, they did have a disco room, believe it or not, and then they
Oh.
had a little piano room. But anything, people would get out there and dance all by themselves. No one cared, but they'd have that big screen that would come down and show the videos.
Oh, that's cool.
And 2 o'clock in the morning, Mark and I would wait for our song, She Sells Sanctuary by the Cult. That screen would come down, and we stayed 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what's so funny, though? We think back on that. It's like, how did we drive home? Like, I
Yeah.
don't remember who drove, because it was a long drive. But that was the place. I don't know if we ever discussed this with Ernie, if he ever went to the Malibu nightclub.
He went
He
every
did,
day.
right? He
Like he
did,
was
right?
there every day. You probably saw him there and thought
Probably
he was the
didn't even
weird
know.
guy with the mohawk.
But that was the place that really had the great music. I mean, there were other places too, but a lot of people I've talked to, and Charlie, who still goes to Subculture, where Tim DJs, was a DJ there. Charlie Cars was a DJ
Oh,
there.
that's awesome.
Yeah, when I met him, I was like, "You're a DJ in Malibu."
But you know what's funny is
Yeah,
a
I
lot,
was like, oh my gosh.
the culture here for the new wave is still strong. I mean,
It is.
You guys, like the people that went to Malibu, are still want to go to
yeah.
Malibu. Like
Oh,
if
it
you
was the
opened
best
that club,
club.
I swear to God, it would be packed.
It was the
in
best
there.
club because it had a huge dance floor. It was great. And like I said, you just went out there and danced. Like Ernie would go out and dance
Yeah,
by himself,
and
I'm
that's
sure.
what he still does.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I love
Nobody
it.
cared. It was
I know.
fun.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's go to a quick commercial. We're going to come back and talk about Linda's got something to show us.
Yes, I do. From the 80s.
In the heart of Bowling Green, Ohio lies a treasure trove of wonders, a place where the joy of giving comes to life. Welcome to Poppy Lane Gifts and Decor, your ultimate destination for gifts that speak from a heart. Nestled in the heart of our community, Poppy Lane is more than just a store. It's a treasure trove of beauty and inspiration, carefully curated to bring joy and charm into your life and home. From the perfect piece to complete your cozy nook, to the ideal gift that says, "I thought of you," every item in our collection tells a story. A story of craftsmanship, love, and a touch of magic. And because we believe in supporting local talent, Poppy Lane proudly features exclusive pieces from the area's finest artisans. When you shop with us, you're not just buying a gift, you're investing in the community, nurturing creativity, and celebrating local craftsmanship. So, whether you're celebrating a milestone, searching for that perfect piece to add to your collection, or simply treating yourself just because, Poppy Lane Gifts and Decor is your destination for the extraordinary. Visit us in the Woodland Mall on Main Street or shop online at poppylanegiftsandDecor.com. Poppy Lane Gifts and Decor, where every gift begins with a story.
What?
I'm
All
laughing
right.
so hard. We're back.
We're
okay.
back.
So Linda's got something cool to show us.
I don't know if they can see it. Do you guys remember these? The leg warmers from the 80s?
They are awesome. Look, she's got on with high heels. They look so good. And you know what's so funny is my friend Marianne this winter comes with short boots to something and has got leg warmers on. And I'm like, there's some leg warmers. And she goes, yeah, they're all over the place now.
I love them. I can't believe I kept them all these years. But who made it famous? What movie made them famous? Do you know? From 1983.
Flashdance.
Yes. Yep.
Do you think they would go good with my...
Yes, you
With my
probably could get
flip-flops?
away with it. You probably could get away with it. But
I
they
wore
were great.
flip-flops
They're
today
great.
and
They're
ripped
so
jeans. I was not in the mood
comfortable.
to dress up.
They're so comfy.
They look really good. Are your legs warm?
Yeah, it feels great.
Maybe we should put out a line of leg warmers.
Oh, maybe we could bring
Fabulous
it back.
leg
You said they're
warmers.
coming back, right?
Well, yeah, that's what she said. She said they're everywhere. Like they're wearing, you wear your short boots and then wear the leg
Yes.
warmers on top of it.
Right, but they also wore them with sneakers. It just it's so comfortable.
Wore them with nothing.
It's just very
Well,
comfortable.
you had you wore them with short. What do you wear them with? Dresses and then.
No, you wear them with like a tight pair of pants, or leggings or something. That's how they were.
Can I be
worn.
honest with you?
What?
I've never worn a pair of leg warmers my entire life. I really don't even know what they are. I've really never ever had one.
It was
And
it was a
but
fad.
I really
It was
liked them a
style.
lot.
Oh yeah, well, especially my sparkly ones because I.
But
have
look at those
sparkly
shoes
ones.
she's got on. How do you walk? Well, she walks from the car into the place and then walks back home, and then I have to carry her into the house.
I can't wear them every day like I used to. I used to wear them every day to work, but not anymore. But I can wear them once in a while.
Yeah.
I wore my
I'm
other
wearing
ones.
little kitten heels now to the pageant. I changed
Yeah,
my
I do.
shoes.
I do have kitten heels. Yeah, those are better.
Because
for us.
I feel like you can walk like glidier.
Yeah, glidier. Is that the word? New
Glidier.
word?
Glidier.
Yes.
Hey, guess what? I brought something today. Let's do this little. Today we're going to talk about foundation, like makeup foundation. Now, I know I said I was not going to talk about makeup, but I really felt like, because like 400,000 people have been asking me the last couple of weeks about foundation and makeup, and so I want to talk about these that I have here. So we have a little intro. We're back. So, when we decided we were going to do the show, I think some of you guys have seen, like, I had my makeup done when I did a photo shoot last summer for Poppy Lane, which was really fun. And it was really great. It was a very good confidence boost for me, because, you don't really know how people see you. Like, you think you know how you see yourself, but then when you have your makeup and hair done and a photo shoot, just like when we did the photo shoot for here, what a confidence boost that is, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I had my makeup done by Jeannie, and her name is Janine, and she is at Jeannie Artistry on Instagram and Facebook, and she is the most fabulous makeup artist I've ever seen in my life, and we're going to have her on soon.
Okay.
And anyway, so I had her do my makeup and hair, and it was the before and after pictures were phenomenal. So I said to her when we were going to do the show, I said, listen, I know you have to do like different makeup for the show. You have to do heavier makeup, and I don't know how to do that. Like, I've been messing around trying to do my makeup for my whole life, and it never comes out the way I want it to come out.
Right.
So I paid her. I said, listen, I want to do a class, like a tutorial with you. And you can hire her to do a tutorial with you, and she will give you a whole, like, list of every single step and every single product to use on your face. So what I did, though, is I have 400,000 things of foundation. I'm sure that all of you do, too. You have a drawer of foundation, right?
No.
Well, we're not going to talk to Linda about it, because Linda is obsessed with her foundation, and that's fine. But
No, I
I'm
don't
not.
use foundation. I just use a bronzer.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I use a base. Well, I got away from it. But to each his own. No judgment.
No
No
judgment.
judgment. No judgment.
So one thing that she taught me was I was obsessed with the photos, because the photos were my skin was very glowy. And I'm like, how did you do that? So of course I go on there and I try to find all this foundation that has glowy in it, and it doesn't work. So I go there. She goes, well, you just use the glow stuff. I'm like, what the heck is a glow stuff? So she gave me two different ones, and this one is Melanie Mills Hollywood, and it's Gleam Face and Body Radiance. So what you do is put this on before your foundation, okay? And look, I'm kind of learning how to do this now. I don't know, not really. So put this on before, and one of the tips that she gave me that I thought was really fantastic was always put your makeup on with a brush, and go, like, you have fine hairs on your face,
Right,
okay?
right.
So use the brush to go down, like, very soft on your face and in a downward motion. Always for all of the makeup.
Yes.
For all of it. Down, 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 like that. So you can mix this with your foundation, or you can put it on separate. like when I did my makeup for the show, I put this on because it really is really like glowy.
I have it. That I
It
do
looks
have.
really
Yes.
good. Like, look at your skin is very glowy.
Yeah, I put
like
that
it.
on first, and then I.
Now this is, what was this? $40 maybe. This glow.
bigger
this-
size, yeah,
The
I-
bigger size is like $40, but there's also a L'Oreal one called Glotion, Lumi Glotion, that is True Match. That is really like $6, and it really is great. So these two things put under your foundation. The other thing that she told me was do not use primer. Primer has silicone in it, and it will make your makeup run off. So what you should do is put a serum or a moisturizer or something like that under your foundation. Let it soak in for a couple of minutes. Then put your glotion. Then put your foundation. Now, I brought one thing that everybody's been asking me about because they know that some people know that I use this is the Il Makiage because it's everywhere. The Il Makiage stuff is everywhere. It's everywhere on Facebook. It's everywhere. So there's two different things that Il Makiage has. They have this lifting stuff and they have the wrinkle filler.
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now that both of these are amazing. Okay, I did not get paid for this. They don't even know I'm doing this, but they are going to very soon. But this is called, what is this called? Power Lift. And I'm telling you, this stuff is really great. It's like a gel. See inside? It's like a gel, and it's very soft. Feel it on your hand. It's not greasy, and it smells really good. So you use this first under your glotion.
And what is the purpose of this?
This is called, it's a power lift. So it's like a primer, like a serum, like a moisturizer, but it also has lifting. So it'll lift these wrinkles up. Oh, yes, it will.
Lifting.
It's very good.
Okay.
The other thing that a lot of people use, and I used until I found this, was the Peter Thomas Roth has a lifting, like for under your eyes, and the wrinkle lifting. That's cool too. But that is tricky to use, the Peter Thomas Roth.
Okay.
Just saying. My sister-in-law taught me about that, and it's really, really good. And then, so I brought a couple foundation, and I'll talk to you about this wrinkle stuff. So the Il Makiage also has foundation. So they have the different foundations. And then I also discovered this new thing called Beauty Pie.
What is that,
Okay.
Monica?
Beauty Pie it's not like one of the box things like that. It's kind of like I think you got to pay like $60 a year, and then you can get the product cheaper. But oh my gosh, I love this. Like, look, this is light. One is a little darker, one's a little lighter. Sometimes I mix all of these together because I just like to do that. But they have some great stuff. Beauty Pie.
Is this a foundation?
This is foundation. All of these
Okay.
are foundation.
Okay.
When you're my age, when you're 60, you should be using creams. You should not be using powders of anything, really. You should be using cream because cream, like even cream, I mean, of course, foundation is cream. But you don't want to use powder because powder will go into your wrinkles and bind it. Like you need to use more creams. Even like, and I brought a couple other of these too. Like this is, what is this one? Fenty Beauty. I bought this one. I'm on the fence about Fenty Beauty. This
Okay.
looks
So
like
you're trying different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I love, this is called Almay Smart Shade. Have you ever seen this?
I don't think so. I know Almay, but I don't know what Smart
Let's show you
Shade
something.
is.
Give me your hand for a minute.
Yes.
Put our hands up here. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this.
Okay. What,
It's white, right?
yeah.
Rub it in.
Okay.
Look what happens. It is exactly the shade of your skin.
Okay.
It automatically goes to the shade of your skin.
Yeah,
it
it
is
disappeared.
fantastic.
Disappeared, yeah.
Well, it's your skin. It's the color of your skin.
So what is
So
this?
it's called Almay Smart Shade, and
So
I love this. I use this as
Is
like
it
the everyday.
like
it's a foundation.
It's a foundation.
Yeah, and so it is. It literally it's decent coverage because I kind of like a heavier coverage. I'm not a light coverage person. But I love this stuff. It goes on white, so you're like, oh my God, it's white. But it goes on your skin, and you're like, oh my God. It covers everything. It's the exact color. Like, you don't have to match your color. You know, sometimes you look orange.
Very nice.
And then what other things I bring? Oh, I love, if you're looking for something to make your eyelashes grow, and everyone is, the best one, there's 1,000 of them out there now, but the best one is, and I hate to tell you this, is Rodan & Fields. It's called Lash Boost, and it's expensive. But I'm telling you, your lashes will grow crazy. Even your eyebrows will grow. That stuff is nuts. This stuff is expensive though. It's $150. But it lasts forever. I think the last one lasted me for like 8 months. I know. So I'm going to talk to you about this. So this is the Il Makiage wrinkle filler power redo that everybody's been talking about on Facebook. And this is the wrinkle filler. And the stuff that they show online, it's true. It works. So it comes with this little, and I didn't bring it, but it comes with this little metal thing. And it's like watch what this does to so you do this on your thing, and it just, look what it does. It's just soft. It's very soft. It's very soft, and it literally fills the wrinkles on your face. I don't know if you can see it or not on here. But if you're debating whether to get this or not, just do it. You can put it on top of your makeup. You can put it underneath your makeup. Just, if you put it like around, like I have lines around my lips that I don't like. So I'll put it there, and then, but if you're going to put it there, do it, and then go very soft over with your brush, with the makeup. But if you're debating on whether to get this, I vote yes for the Il Makiage. I'm very excited about Il Makiage, as you might be able to tell that.
Yes.
And then also, the other thing that you want to do is do the fixative spray. Do you do that?
Always. Finishing spray. It's a finishing spray.
And I actually use it at the beginning too. It's like a prep and prime spray. I use this Max Fix It, but there's 1,000 of them to do. Oh yeah. But use this, and then use like spray it on your face, and then just do it like this, and it'll just kind of blend everything together. It's very very
just
nice.
Fan it so it dries.
Yeah, it's like a spray. I mean, it's like water. It feels like water.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes.
But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, good for you, hon. I'm glad you found what you like.
I know.
Very nice.
And
very nice.
What else? Oh, hey, listen.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
They're going to put up a voting thing for the pageant. It's
What
going to be a
pageant is that?
voting.
Tell
The
everyone.
pageant. Okay, so if you don't know this already, I'm going to be in the Miss New York Senior America pageant on May 5th. It's going to be at the Merrick Theater at 2 o'clock. I'm going to put the link on there's an Eventbrite link. If you want to come to and be a supporter, yay. It's $30 to come to the pageant. It's really fun. There's 5 of us in it. It's really, really a great cause, and we're having a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of listen, I'm going to sing. That in itself is worth $30 to videotape that. I'm just telling you right now.
What do you mean, Monica?
I don't know. So, So I'm doing that. And then, but they are going to put up this voting site that 3 weeks before. So I think it's about 3 weeks before. They're going to put on there, and then you can vote, like online, you can vote for the person that you want. And whoever gets the most votes, get a special. You get something special. I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
No, I know. I'm just telling you about it right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, there's that. And then I need sponsors for the pageant too. So I'm gonna put up something on my own personal thing. You can go on in the journal and get an ad in the journal if you want to, but I mean, that's not necessary. But anyway, I'm going to put that up. I'll put everything on the Chasing Fabulous Facebook and also on my own Facebook. We need you guys to subscribe to Strong Island TV and also share and like the podcast. This is our 7th podcast. I'm looking for sponsors, peeps. I mean, it's literally like $50 or $100 a month. You can have a commercial on the show, and we've been getting a lot of followers, and we're very excited about it. And it seems that it's going well, Linda.
It is going well, Molly.
And we'd like to keep doing it.
Yes.
So I need help.
And there's no
Help
shame in
me.
asking for that
No.
either.
So if you know somebody that has a business that's interested in, we have a lot of senior followers too. We talk a lot about senior women, you know, over 50, over 60. So we're excited about that. Yeah, so we need that. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, and then oh my gosh. So guess what happened?
What happened? How are we doing on time, by the way,
I don't
dear?
know.
You're way over.
Okay, we're over. Well, I'll have to tell you
You're
next
way
week.
over. Yes. I thought so. Bye, guys.
Have a wonderful week.
Having too much fun.
I know.